businessmen should be paying themselves a salary. And we're going to discuss how and why. Hi, this is Stanley from Genesis Arc Capital, where we talk about careers, entrepreneurship, money, and everything and anything in between to grow yourselves and to grow ourselves. Today, we're talking about a very interesting topic and a reason why a lot of people's businesses fails. And this is the topic of paying yourself. The reason I'm raising this topic is because I've had a number of my clients actually pinpoint this as a major problem in their business. And so I want to talk about why you should be paying yourself a salary and also how to determine what that salary is. Now, let me start with the why you should be paying yourself a salary. Now, in most instances, especially here in Kenya, where a lot of businesses can tend to be a bit informal in the way they are run, the entrepreneur eats or pays himself from the profit. What I mean by pay themselves is once the business makes a profit, maybe the business has made a 10,000 bob profit, that's actually what they pay themselves. They pay themselves the whole 10,000. And this is a very dangerous practice in business. Number one is that you are actually eating into the profits and hence the business growth potential, because the business is actually supposed to use that some of that profit to actually grow. The other thing is that it actually makes a business person's expenses and income very irregular, which actually makes it difficult for them to manage their personal expenses. And also, like from a tax perspective and from a legal perspective, that money is actually not yours. That money belongs to the business, especially if that business is registered. So that is why you should actually, as quickly as possible, start paying yourself a salary. The question then becomes, how much should I be paying myself? This is the way to think about it. If you are an employee of your own company doing the same job with the same job description, how much would the company reasonably be able to afford to pay you on a monthly basis? What does that mean? It means make sure you assess the company's or your business's ability to pay. It means that a lot of us entrepreneurs are too generous with our salaries. Because we are paying ourselves out of our profits, we are being too generous with the employee that is you. So really examine, and I personally recommend that you sit down and do a job description, write down all the roles that you do, and then look at your company finances and say, how much can I, if I were to hire someone else, as a matter of fact, that's an interesting way to look at it. If I were to hire someone else to do the work that I am doing for this business, how much would I pay that person? And this starts to give you a really deep sense of how much you should be earning from your business. Now, what does that mean from a profit perspective? It means just like any other big business, profits should be declared maybe quarterly or twice annually or maybe even annually. And that is the time that you as the entrepreneur can take the time to enjoy your profits, when the business has declared them as dividends. And that really is a big mind shift based on how people run their businesses today. And I believe that that it can make a really big difference, because, for example, you can say 50% of profits at the end of the year will not go to paying the entrepreneur. It will actually go back into growing the business. And I have to mention this from a personal finance perspective. It also helps you to live within your means without killing your business. What does that mean? If you assess that your business can only afford to pay you 20,000 shillings a month, be generous with yourself and be generous with your business, and actually live on that 20,000 a month and wait for dividends to be declared at the end of the year. It helps you with managing your rent, food, fuel, transport, and everything. And it also creates a very good financial distinction between you and your business, because in the ideal sense, you are a separate financial entity or a financial person than your business. And that's what Genesis Arc Capital is really here for, to make sure that you're growing and your business is growing. As always, if you love this video, subscribe so that you can always know when the next video comes out. Like, share with your other fellow businessmen. This is a very hard conversation to have. Share with them so that they know what they're supposed to do when it comes to their income. And as always, this is Stanley Ngugi from Genesis Arc Capital signing out. See you next time.